What is going on, everybody? It is Jamie, and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire, and welcome to another video every single day in February. It's definitely a very foggy morning as I head up to London, Ontario. Gonna try to get to the Goodwill bins for opening. That's usually when I find the best stuff for myself. I've talked to other people who like going in the afternoon. It just gets too busy for me, so we're gonna hit the morning. I got some stuff to drop off like Stallion Express. All right, we had a really great day at the bins. I made a little cheat sheet here. I also made a couple more stops in London. My footage was kind of weird, so I'm gonna do the breakdowns like this. Okay, so we got 32 of these Wii steering wheel controllers. So it's not a controller, you put your controller in there, it's an accessory, okay? I remember picking these up, and the actual Nintendo branded ones are still worth like $10 to $12 a piece. But when you line them up is when I think you're really gonna do well. So individually, I think they cost about 48 cents each. When I put them all on the scale, it actually wound up being something a little bit different, but that's okay. So there's 32 of them. They wound up charging me $14.80 total for these, okay? I thought it was gonna be more like 15 something based off of the 48 cents times 32 is, I'll throw it up on the screen, what I thought it should have been, but it wound up being $14.80. Two of them sold together, it's about 20 bucks. One of them, I probably won't sell them individually. There's comps for 4 of them for 40, so that's pretty awesome too. There's another comp I found of somebody who sold 10 of them for something like 50 bucks. I'll try to throw comps up for each one of these just so you can see that, but that's pretty awesome. So that's if I sold them from roughly about $10 a piece in multiples of different lots. They should be worth about $320. I had some people kind of laugh and snicker and say, what are you gonna do with all those? They're junk. Honestly, you know, turning $15-ish into $320 is definitely nothing to laugh about. Next, in the accessories category, I spent $2.26. Okay, now I bought these for myself. These are boot shapers. There's a pair of them. A lot of times when I buy boots, I'll just shove packing paper down in there to keep them standing up and looking nice. So I got these for basically next to nothing because they're just made out of plastic. I'm gonna keep these for personal use. Now, the other part of the $2 and change came from this book bag here. This is a Vans camo book bag. It actually has it's got a little spot on there that I need to get out, but it's actually got the laptop padded thing inside of it, so it's like a laptop backpack for like a student or somebody working, right? Pretty nice one actually. I think, what do I have down here? I think new, these are worth like 60 bucks. I usually, for any kind of backpack like this, I haven't tried to sell the Vans camo one exactly like this before, but I'll probably get like 25 or 30 bucks for this. You know, it's actually fairly nice. I would consider keeping it for myself as well. But yeah, pretty decent for a little book bag pickup at the bins. Next, I pulled a couple t-shirts from the bins. Now this one's cool. It's an Apple. It's not actually Apple, but it's basically Apple, right? It's actually called a Rocksmith, made in the USA, 100% cotton. I've seen this before, but I don't see any comps right now for this exact one. I see one listed for like, I think like 50 bucks on eBay, and then I seen one on Depop for like 35 US. It's a really cool shirt, a really nice shirt. I expect I'll probably get about 35 bucks for this, honestly. But like I said, I paid $2.93 for both of these shirts together. The other one is a jersey. Now this particular jersey is just a blank vintage CCM. I usually get about 30 bucks for these ones. I think the comp I'm gonna throw up is slightly different. It doesn't have a back hit like this, but it is a vintage CCM jersey. I normally get, for these blanks, like I said, about around $30. All right, so I picked up some books. You don't see me pick up books very often because I normally don't. Was $1.92 for all 4 books. There's one personal one in here. Now the first 2 of these, I'm setting these aside for potentially a booth at some point. So this is Tales from the Crypt. It's a little book from the 90s. It's not a comic. It's actually like a little, like just a regular little reader. Okay, this is an R.L. Stine book called The Beast back here. Same thing, they're only worth $10 each, but still, you know, if I got 20 bucks, I'm only into them $1.92, so it's pretty decent that way. This book's for me, it's for a baseball room. It's The Captain, which is a Derek Jeter's base. It's kind of like a bio, so that one's for me. But now this one right here, The History of the Highway, okay? If you want to see what's inside of here, you're gonna have to join me Sunday night on the Scott Sell Stuff show. There's a special little beaver hidden in here that I'm gonna share in the show. So, you know, if you want to see what the beaver looks like, or you're interested in Scott's show or that live, I'll leave it linked down below. It will be Sunday night. It will be, if you're watching this the night it comes, this video comes out, that will actually be tonight at 8 p.m. But if you're not, you can go back and watch it after. Now in the intro, you guys see me pick up the Patrick Waugh jersey. It was a CCM. It was definitely, I'm gonna say 90s. It was really nice. It was stitched. It had a lot of good things going for it. I picked that out of the bins, and then somebody after came over to me and said, hey, are you selling this, or are you keeping this? What are your plans? I'm like, oh, I'm definitely going to sell it. And he said, basically, you know, tell me how much you'd want for it. Think about it, walk around, and then come back to me, and maybe we can make a deal. So I went around, thought about it. I've talked to this guy plenty of times at the bins before. He's got a little shop at the Trade Center in London as well. I've been to that. He sells a lot of cards, and like, he sells everything, honestly. I was talking to him. He sells, you know, cards, collectibles, toys, records, vintage, I think, t-shirts and stuff like that as well. But so I walked around, thought about it for a while. I'm like, you know what, this jersey's a little bit dirty. I might even wreck it when I try to clean it up. So I just gave it to him for free, hopefully that would give me some good energy going forward at the bins. And it did, and I'll share that with you here in a minute. He also did say to me, obviously really appreciated that, thank you so much. He said, what are you interested in? I said, Blue Jay stuff. So he's like, going forward, anytime I find cool Blue Jay stuff, I'll give it to you, or at least let you see what it is. I'm like, that's awesome. Thanks so much. So, you know, so then I picked up some shoes. So here's what we're into, the shoes, and that will kind of come back in a minute, but we're into the shoes for $12.71. Now I picked up a pair of Merrells. I can't find comps for these exact ones. They're like the glove one. I have another pair, a red pair, listed for 30 bucks, I think, something like that. I expect to get around 30 bucks for these. They've got the Vibram bottoms. They're pretty nice. They're pretty clean. I don't gotta do a lot to them. Next, I picked up a pair of Crocs. Okay, these are a pair of black Crocs with the fur lining in them. The lining inside is very nice, actually. Hard to show on camera, but that's one of the big things when you pick up the ones that are lined. You don't want the inside to be all ripped up and weird. These ones, I gotta take a peek at these. They're not worth a ton of money either, 25 bucks. But like I said, I didn't pay a whole lot for any of this stuff, so that's pretty decent. Now these Vans, I can only find a new pair. Can't find a sold of this exact one, but the brand new ones are listed for about 50 bucks. So I expect to get about 25, maybe 30 bucks. Also, my wife really loves like this kind of skull look. She's not the biggest, she doesn't like Vans so much, but she loves Converse. But I don't know. If I don't show them to her, I guess she'll never know. She'd have to watch this video, and I don't think she watches a lot of my videos, to be honest. Now, the last pair of shoes I got gifted from another friend at the bins, so I felt like it kind of was a pay it forward mentality, because I actually talked to this guy and said, hey, I was thinking about giving him the jersey. I don't really know what to do. And, we talked about it, and then I wanted to give him the jersey. And then right before I was ready to leave the bins, the other guy says, hey, somebody just threw these back. Do you want them? Okay, these are Nike SBs. He's like, I know SBs are good. I don't know much about them. Well, these are the Dunk High Pros. I looked it up based off of the style code, and the last one that sold for something like, I'll throw it up, it's like $276. These are in fantastic shape. There's no issue at all in the uppers. The bottoms just have some dirt in the bottom. They need to be cleaned out. And I paid next to nothing for these, so it wasn't obviously, the guy that I gave the jersey to who gave me these, but I feel like that karma came back in a good way, and I got these shoes. So I feel really good about that, and I still gonna have a good relationship with the guy that I gave the other jersey to. So that was my bins haul. Then after that, we went to Goodwill. I found a few things at Goodwill, so let me show you those now. So at this particular Goodwill, I picked up 3 items. Now the first one was a pair of Bionics, and they were only $6.49. They're in very, very nice condition. Okay, so I know in the past there have been some issues with the Bionic and being like a Vero item on eBay. I don't know if I'll list them on eBay or not, but I'll definitely list them on Poshmark and Depop. Potentially on eBay, I'll have to take a better look. I know I have before in sold items, but I really want to be careful, honestly. But these sold, I can't find a comp on eBay for these ones, but they did sell recently on Poshmark for about 50 bucks. And I kind of expect to get about 50 bucks ish for them. It might be more like 40, I don't know, but I'm going to list them around 50. Now the next item, I was surprised. I didn't look this up. I just thought it's Y2K. It's 2000 and it says on the back, George Strait. What's actually Honky Tonkville, 2004. It's a tour shirt. It was $4 and change. I'll throw the exact number up here in a minute. I figured, yeah, that's going to be worth some decent money. It's vintage. It's, you know, I figured Y2K probably pretty good. Looks like probably 25 bucks. Not the best, but not horrible either. I don't mind that. I just kind of thought it was going to be a $50 t-shirt. This one I can't find on the internet whatsoever, but I couldn't leave it. It's Bears of the World. My favorite bear is this sloth bear down right here. I think he's awesome. This shirt is from 1993, I believe. It says on the front right here. Well, it actually says, 1992, Dana D. Tyler, Liberty Graphics. I think this is pretty awesome. It's size extra large. I might wear it a couple times and then try to get about 40 or 50 bucks out of it. It might wind up selling for more like 30. I have no idea because, like I said, I can't find one listed. But I thought this was too cool to leave for a single stitch vintage t-shirt at Goodwill. Before I left London, I had one more stop, and it was Value Village, and it seemed like, you know, all those good vibes were following me around everywhere I went today, and I found some more jerseys, so take a look. All right, let's start with the Twins jersey here. Very nice. Not even really overpriced, even for Value Village, which can be overpriced for sure. This jersey, expect to get about 50 bucks for that. That's pretty decent. I think that's pretty fair. I actually went and listed this one higher. I think the comp I'm going to throw up for this Toronto Rock, which is Toronto's lacrosse team, which I think maybe they're playing in Hamilton right now for some reason. I don't know why. What's happening there? They don't maybe have a home in Toronto anymore. I don't follow it that much, but I'm aware of it for sure. Anyway, this jersey, I think I listed it for $89 to be honest. I only paid $8.99. I'm gonna throw a comp up of like 67 bucks. I just think this one is really, really nice. And I think it probably will sell for around the $70 to $80 mark. I just wanted to list it a little higher. Now, the last place I stopped was in Elmer, Ontario. It's a little mom and pop thrift shop. Okay, so this was something I thought was really cool. I don't have any footage of me picking it up. I sent a picture to my wife. I probably even overpaid for this, but it's really cool. It's a Ravens, okay? It is a baseball button-up, but it's not like jersey material. It's like cotton. It's got the Blue Jays on the back. It is licensed for 1993. I thought maybe she would want to wear it for opening day. It's too boxy for me, so it just would sit up too high my waist. I could maybe wear it open with another shirt. But I paid $12 for this, which is probably, I don't know what this is worth anyway. I have no interest in selling it. It might sell for 30 to 50 bucks. I don't know. I tried to look it up just for fun, and I see a sold listing on Etsy, I think, but it doesn't tell you a price, and I don't see this exact one listed either. So really cool. Gonna be keeping this one, but it did round out my day. All right, so if we run it back to the Goodwill bins haul, there's still a potential there of about $800 now, $800 in potential profit. Now, of course, we have to sell the SBs for, you know, the high 270s, something like that. We have to sell all those Wii steering wheels. Those will sell over time. They're not it's not instant money. It's not an instant sale. So I'm not being unrealistic there. And the other stuff has to sell for reasonable value, but I'm still valuing it on the lower end. I'm valuing everything on the lower end, honestly, except for maybe the SBs. I'm showing you the top dollar for those. Other than that, I'm really happy with the jerseys I picked up today. I was happy to go thrifting today and kind of just pick up whatever I felt like I wanted to and not have to worry so much. Not that I was worrying, I just don't want to keep buying stuff. I needed to list the stuff that I already paid a lot of money for, and I did that. So I was very happy to do that with the wholesale buy. Very happy to get an opportunity here in the next week or so to buy again some more wholesale stuff. Hopefully keep that, you know, that relationship going as well. I just need to make sure when I spend the money that I'm listing the items. And that's the way reselling should work for all of us. When you spend the money, list the items so you can get more money and you can buy more stuff. Okay, if you guys like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing because we're trying to hit 3,000 subscribers on YouTube and we're getting so close. We might actually do it in February. I don't know. I'll throw the current count up right now. It is getting close, so I'm kind of getting excited about it. Doesn't really mean a lot in the big scheme of things, but that was kind of the goal this month. So if we can hit that goal, I'd be happy. Anyway, guys, we will see you tomorrow.